The Hudson and Berkshire Railroad was chartered in 1828 by James Mellon. Construction began in 1835 and it was completed by 1838. However, it did not last long as the company foreclosed in 1854 and was reorganized as the Hudson and Boston Railroad in 1855. From Chatham east, the line was abandoned around 1860, thus ending any and all promise of its Boston name. The Boston and Albany Railroad acquired the line in 1870 and renamed it the Hudson and Chatham Branch. In 1900, the New York Central bought it all. Segments of the line were dropped and closed and pulled back, mostly westward. Today, CSX runs freight, mostly grain hoppers, from the Hudson River main line to the ADM plant in Greenport. I will try my best to locate as much of this old gem as I can for you and bring it to you on this episode of Lost Railbeds.
Down in Hudson, New York, this is the switch wide turnoff here. That was the start of the Hudson and Berkshire. Crosses through a lot of industrial factory buildings. Here's the first of the road crossings, and it goes on up that line there up into the city of Hudson for some street running. I'll show you that in a minute. There is the other switch with the turn off that goes up in to the city of Hudson for the street running. These two, the first one I just showed you and this one, converge right up there, and they go on up the hill past those machines, and they got a pretty good upgrade to get up into the city of Hudson. Here is the lower city of Hudson on the main line, New York Central Trackage Station. There's the switch right there. That brings them on up into the city of Hudson. So there's the river line down there. The two lines that come up from those switches, one northbound, one southbound, they converge right here into one, and they're actually on the Route 9G bridge in Hudson, and continues on out that way on a continual uphill grade up into the city. Down the hill a little ways on 9G, we took a turn onto Power Avenue, and we come upon this slight bridge, again following that way, uphill grade. This is an old coal tipple here. We're going to try to get up on top and see if we can get a picture of that. This is the almost termination of the final uphill grade from River's Edge on the main line. This is the sweeping turn as it comes up into the city and proceeds to start its street running. There's Sam. Alright, we've come a little farther uphill. We're in the city of Hudson on State Street, and several road crossings that the train would converge across, one being right here at the Upper Depot. Now a brewing company, and the line continues on out as we continue northeasterly on the former Berkshire and Hudson. Hey, here we are in Hudson, New York. I found those lost railroad ties. Here they are. This here is an active line. CSX runs it. They do a lot of street running up here in Hudson. And over here we have the old former train depot on the main line. It's now Upper Depot Brewing Company. We're here for a special reason. There's a couple of gentlemen playing music here today that we're going to go check out. We do see right alongside the main line where they had a couple of spurs. Here's one right here, and that continues on. They had a yard here. Here's another one here. Yeah, they had a yard here, and a nice little pile of ballast and some cut up stuff. Yeah, some junk, railroad junk. Let's go on inside the old depot and check it out, shall we? See what's going on in there. I believe it might be their opening day, or perhaps their opening weekend, or not. Let's go find out. Upper Depot, Hudson, New York. Beautiful, beautiful architecture. It's been nicely preserved. It's been nicely redone. Let's go see what it looks like. I hear tell they will be having food trucks here in the future. Ooh, copper. I like that. And that's vintage, isn't it? Huh. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. It's quite a large building. Beautiful granite lintels above the windows. Nice curve arch construction on the rafters. Nice copper work. Big door in the back. Beautiful arch window, round windows up top. And they got cameras. They're looking at us, looking at them. Let's go inside and see. Hey, I found this window up top here. Beautiful job. They did notching that in. Nice. Up here in the loft. Truss construction. Building's as true as the day it was built. Let's go downstairs, see what happens. My, we found the band. And they sure are hidden. They're at the far end of the building up against the door. Wow. In and amongst the vats. And there's that other gorgeous, gorgeous round window up top. Yeah. Sure is a boomy, bouncy, echoey room in here. There's Tom. There they are.
Thanks a lot.
All done. Got nice emblazoned depot logos on there. Each one's got one. And there's they let anybody in this place. Look in the dictionary, roustabout. There they are, right there. Register Star. Here's a little write-up on the depot, the brewery. Anna and Mass and Monty Bopp are the owners. The building was built in 1871. All the original wood was tried to been preserved and utilized and stripped down and used again. part of the former site of the Hudson and Berkshire Railroad. That was established in 1848. That depot wasn't built until 1871. So there it is, the Upper Depot Brewing Company here in Hudson on State Street. She's a mighty fine looking building, mighty fine looking interior, mighty fine business, delicious beer. Check it out. Alright, coming a little farther into the city of Hudson, heading north on 9. The next kind of public access here is this tunnel underneath 9. And there's your nice graffiti. This is the former Hudson and Berkshire line. We're heading northeast. There's not much to write home about, but this is get your kicks on Route 66 here in Hudson. The next available public spot to stand and get out and look at, touch, feel, smell, whatever your preference, the former rail bed. Current rail bed, CSX runs it now. There's a switch right here in front of us. It goes off to a whole bunch of little industrial sidings. Hudson is and always has been a very industrial based city. Let's go find another public crossing. Buddha. Freight bumping post. The Buddha Company, Chicago, Illinois. Well, you never do know what you're going to find. Right here, in the middle of nowhere, is a bumper. Turned around looking for a spot to stop, and is it just sitting here? Don't know. Could have been an old industrial siding right here. We're heading east out of Kingston on the Columbia Turnpike, 23B, passing the giant ADM Mills, ADM Milling Company. There are numerous industrial sidings off of the spurs in there. That is the #1 business that the current CSX line services here in Hudson. We're going to continue eastbound and see if we can find some evidence of where the rail bed crossed Route 9H. I think we may have found it. Continued from Hudson east on 23B into the outer reaches of Claverack, say it how you will. And I believe we found the crossing here on this, I believe it's Wilmot. Hello, car. Yep. And then it goes easterly through the backyards of this. This is a very, very flat, cool gradient. Let's see. There she is, the Claverack train station. We have found the bed. Yes. Right here. We're standing on the bed. Goes on out through that way. Here in Claverack, east of Hudson, just before the 9H. Found it. Right alongside behind the Claverack station. This is the bed. Hudson and Berkshire. It's an old grain mill here. I'm sure there was a siding. This is Stair, the granary. There's a company here now, Stair Restoration. If my eyes don't deceive me, I'm staring down this rail bed. It looks like a train car way down there. Way down there. Anyway, yeah, here's the bed. Station we just found is right up there. This is, I believe, Maple. Sure would love to drive down there, but there's all kinds of posted signs and cameras all over the place. Sure would look like a train car coming at us. Alright, let's go up to Mellonville. Well, I popped around the front side of the granary. There it is. Beautiful building with loading docks. Trucks would have backed up there, carts, buggies, wagons. Trains on one side, trucks on the other. Typical. A granary here in Claverick, off the slightly beaten track. 23, Route 23 heading east towards Hillsdale and Great Barrington. Just down the bottom of the hill from 217 and 23 intersection. This beautiful old building. Horse Brother vein up top. It is the old Red Mills Flour, Feed and Grain. Gorgeous, gorgeous spot. And I can't help but think that just due to the lay of the land, the rail bed is right through here. I mean, possibly here, I'm not quite sure. I don't know this area that well, but this is a gorgeous building anyway. Had to stop and document it. I'll take you down on the other side where the wheel was for the granary and the mill on the Claverick Creek. There she is. Gorgeous spot right here on the creek. That's where the wheel was up there. Here's your sluice way. Control the flow of water. Sure would be nice to see this old building brought back to life. Time, money, and the proper individuals. I believe I'm on the bed. Right here by 217 and Roxbury Road West End. 217 and Roxbury Road West End. There is strong evidence in my gut telling me I'm on the bed. They've blacktopped it, private property. It's all fenced in, and as always, okay, from 217 and Roxbury Road West End, we come this way, and yes, sirree, I do believe we got a high heavy cut here, and I do believe we're on the bed. Yeah, it's going in the proper direction. It's going east, northeasterly towards Mellonville, that way. If you are keeping track, we are 217 eastbound into Mellonville, and we are following the bed right here on the right hand side of 217 coming into the village. We're actually pretty darn near on it right now, and it does, there's Fish and Game Road, and it does appear to still be on our right. Tell that there is a Mellonville station is still with us. Got the dash cam on Sam the silver car now. How's that? Still appears to be on our right, south side of 217. Okay, we're down almost into Mellonville proper. That's the rail bed up there. Gigantic old concrete retaining wall. And I thought I'd include the quaintest little post office in the world. The U.S. Post Office, Mellonville, New York. Established in 1837. Isn't that cute? Well, look at what we found. The Mellonville train station. On the former Hudson and Berkshire. Looks like they're reproducing some of the woodwork here. That's great to see. On the former Hudson and Berkshire line coming out of Hudson. Yeah, she's still standing. Brick. I'm on the bed right here. And there goes the bed right there. Down through the center of town. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Nice. They're fixing her up. 844. Look at that. Mile 844 from Hudson, you think? I think so. That sounds about right. They're redoing all the ornate rafter tails, which is nice. Some old ironwork, maybe from a light tower. Yeah, I'm glad they got it posted. At least keeps the scoundrels out. Got some old red roof tiles there. All right, Mellonville Station being restored. Very good, very nice. On the corner of 217 and Mellonville Road here, Mellonville Square. Looks like, I bet that was an old hotel of some sort. Yep. There's the bed right here. Right here in Mellonville. Let's go on up and see if we can find some more. Continued on a little further past the station in Mellonville into this yard here. That's the bed. And it continues on up that way towards Chatham. This is an old freight building here, I would assume. It's right on the line. Brand new garage door there, but it's got the sliding doors on this side for either boxcars or trucks, buggies and wagons. And yeah, this was a small yard here. I imagine there was the main line and perhaps one siding into this building. Mellonville. Let's keep going. It's getting dark. For all your new and used tractor needs, mostly used. For those of you following along here locally, from Mellonville, take County Route, Columbia County Route 9. Columbia County Route 9, northbound from Mellonville, heading towards 66. And you're basically skirting the bed. This is original, beautiful, beautiful example of arched stonework with your capstones up top. I can only imagine what the other side looks like. It's late February here. Let's see if we can hop up there. I definitely want to make it up to Chatham tonight. It's getting dark. Let's go up there. I'm here. I won't be back again for a while. Follow the path of most resistance, and here we are on the bed. And oh my, quite a steep drop off, but it's equally, if not more impressive on this side. I got to get you down there. I left Sam silver car running out on the road. We're in a very, very rural, safe area here. Here it is. Oh my goodness. It's even prettier on this side. God bless the folks that built this. Look at this. Still standing. Hudson and Berkshire line. On our way to Chatham from Hudson. Gorgeous. Cut you off at the 2-minute mark here so we can get going. There's the road. And maybe I can take a shortcut. Woohoo! Sam is still there. All right, folks. Say goodbye to this beautiful arch culvert here on Columbia County Route 9 on the way from Mellonville to Chatham. Let's go. There we go. 1892, 1894, love those dates. Destroyed the barns and 100 tons of hay and straw stored for shipment. Oh boy. There you go. Ghent Railroad Station. 1954, all done. The beautiful Bartlett House. We made it as far as Ghent as the sun sets. We're riding on the railbed, currently called Railroad Avenue. Very fitting. I will try to get you what I can here before it gets pitch black. But I will come back. Even though I'm 9,267 miles from home. I would have been to Chatham a bit earlier had I not stopped and had those 3 beers with those scoundrels down the line. Oh well. It's Railroad Avenue, where the Hudson and Berkshire connected with, I do believe, some segment of the New York Central. This is Sam the Silver Car's mirror cam right now, riding down the railbed. See a stop sign up ahead, so I'd better pay attention. Whoops, almost dropped the camera. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's little segment. I'll come back and pick up where we left off here in Ghent and run on up into Chatham and finish up the video for you. Until then, there's the bed right there. See you later. I was so close. I said, you know what, for the viewers, I'm going all the way. I came to Chatham. Here it is, just about dark, in all her splendid gloriousness and glorious splendidness. Covered promenade. Here's the tracks right here. This is active CSX now, folks. Here in Chatham, active CSX. It does go, where does it go? Oh boy, look at this building. This is gorgeous. There's a little model of it in the window. Would you look at that? I am so glad I came up tonight. I might have to, even though I'm 9,658 miles away from home, I think I'll come back tomorrow in the daylight. It's a beautiful spot. Maybe I'll grab a liverwurst sandwich while I'm up here. Looks like a deli across the road. Chatham, New York. Active CSX. Beautiful old industrious mill town here. Clock tower in the center. You know, this might be kind of cool, these nighttime shots here. You're welcome. There she is. Chatham. Oh, way down Here's my finger. See it? That's Sam. All right. Well, I'm afraid of the dark, so I got to get back to Sam and get back home. We made it to Chatham. Okay, get you some daytime pictures tomorrow. You ready to go, Sam? Yeah, I thought so. Let's go. So we're coming into Chatham here from a slightly disjointed way. We're on the former rail yard here. We're in Chatham, New York. We came back as promised from last night. And this is the main line. I believe CSX runs it, controls it, owns it, maintains it. Amtrak runs their, I believe, Chicago to Boston Lakeshore Limited, it might be called. There's a switch off into a little siding here. So Amtrak does run through here. I don't believe they stop in Chatham, New York, though. Perhaps they should, but they don't. A lot of debris around here. A lot of railroad debris. Spikes, rails, ties, pins, bolts, clips, retainers, junk. Oh, we just went through a chuck hole. Here comes a pile of ballast. Bunch of junk. Fake brick walls, ties, rails, rubber, metal, iron, plastic, glass, junk. Oh, we got some ruins here. Let me turn you off here and go check it out. Yep, so here deep in the heart of the woods behind this pile of junk, there's still a set of rails in the ground off of a siding. There's a lumber yard here, Harrington's. And every lumber yard had many, many sidings. Let's see what this is. Perhaps coal. This could have been coal bins. Anybody got any ideas? A big, oh, there goes Bunny Rabbit. Peter Cottontail. This could have been an old coal dealer here. Oh yeah. Yep. It was a coal dealer. Hopper cars would come in here on this siding and they would stop and they would dump down in there, and there was an auger that went clear into these bins. Yeah, so this was a coal bin. There's that boot I lost. Coal bin here in Chatham. And a bunch of junk. Okay, let's go check out the station in the daylight. There it is in the daylight. From this angle, let's go to the other side. And there's Chatham Station from this side in all her glory. All right, we're here in Chatham. We got a westbound CSX freight coming through. I apologize ahead of time for the whistle. So, as I said yesterday, last night in the dark, in my infinite wisdom, Chatham is an active CSX line. You're a part of the narrative now on the other end of this phone, whether you like it or not. Yep, this is mixed freight. We got some boxcars, some tankers. Saw a couple flats, a couple gondolas. I felt that one up through my feet. Yeah, man. Well, every now and then out filming lost rail beds, we do get an active train. There comes a couple lumber cars right there. And I guess that's a little bonus. Even though these cars are new and modern and used to be shiny, now they're all festooned with graffiti. it's action nonetheless. Some of you historical buffs that like old stuff, like that building right there. Look at that. That's what they call a flat iron building. Yep. Skinny on one end, fat on the other. Hold your jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got some car transporters. So this one's coming from points east. Let's guess here. It just came through the Berkshires. We're a little bit south for it to have gone through the Hoosick Tunnel. We did a video on the Hoosick Tunnel a while back. Yeah, we got a lot of cars here. UP, Kansas City Southern, CSX. And we got a church bell going off. Oh, you're getting it all here, folks. Church bells, trains, and lost rail beds. Next thing we know, we need a dog to come up and pee on my leg and a hobo to ask for $2. Then you'll get the whole full Monty. No Rock Island Line cars. Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern, they're in trouble. Ferromex, Canadian National, Kansas City Southern, De Mexico. There's an old Conrail. There's an old Conrail car. That dates itself. Union Pacific. So here in Chatham, you always get the good side out on the roadside. You get the emergency exits and the iron railings and the wash lines and the utility poles on the back sides of these buildings. It is 11 o'clock a.m. here in Chatham. And she's headed down towards Hudson. Yeah. Here comes the end. Now normally, us old guys like to see the cabooses. But in this case, you're going to see the old ETD, the end of train device, right there. Blinking red like it's supposed to. Okay. How was that? All right. Good enough. In these travels, it's always fun to take a left instead of a right and find these little side excursions and find some cool stuff. Oh, Reichenberg, Dover Plains, an old Dodge cab over. Look at that. Wow. Huh. Old Bombardiers. Matthews Engineering. Yeah. Oh boy. What else we got here? We got an old truck buried in the vines with a bunch of old snowmobiles on them. Who's that? R. Van Borg's Garage. Look at that. That's an old Dodge. 41 through 47. Got another old machine here. And an old, could this be an Oliver? Could be. Not sure. And old pole there. City Service. Lincoln Tunnel. Here's one buried in the bushes. It's in there. That's an old Oliver. Yeah. Somebody better cut those vines. Well, we're here on the line. Chatham Village down that way. Eastbound that way. Yeah. What is this? We don't know. Could be an Oliver. Yeah, Massey Harris. It's a Massey. There's that Dodge. See if it says Dover Plains on the other door. Yep, it does. Dover Plains. We know where that is. 2 old Dodges and a bunch of old snowmobiles. All right.
I've been in love, I've been in hate. I've been the quarry and I've been the bait. I've been a hero and I've been a fool since you met me.